I now began to go into extensive study of who a priest is. And I understood that a priest is somebody that can stand on the gap between two realms, the realms of the physical and the realms of the spirit. A priest is somebody that can intermediate, somebody that can intermediate between realms. He can be in this realm and interfering in what is happening in the other realm. He can equally be on the other realm, interfering in what is happening in this realm. So a priest is somebody that understood the move of the spirit, the language, the codes, the sacrifices, the things that spirit world understand, so that by the means of having or occupying their place on earth, they will be able to be relevant in both realms. So priests are usually relevant both in the physical and in the spiritual realm, because they intermediate. They have the ability to bifurcate, to intermediate, to interfere. They have the ability to affect changes in the two realms. They have the ability to participate in what is going on in the two realms, and that is what they have been made to be. The purpose for which the Spirit of God is in us is so that we have this ability to participate in what is going on in the two realms. So heaven, we can participate in what is going on in the divine and what is going on here in the physical. When we fail to participate in what is going on in the divine, our life is going to be in accordance with the decision that we're taking in the divine on our behalf, whether it is in our favor or not in our favor. And one thing you should understand is that in the realm of that spirit, if you are not there, nobody is going to speak for you. Nobody. There is a degree or an extent to which somebody can stand for you in the spirit. And once that extent is crossed, then it will have to be man or man to speak for himself. There was a man in the east. His name was Job. Bible gave us example in Job chapter 1, I think in verse 5. Bible spoke how Job was the priest of the family. He offered sacrifice on behalf of the family at all times on behalf of his children, lest the children may have offended God. But you know what? The time came when it had to be all men speaking for himself. Everyone had to appear before the altar of grace at that time to defend himself. Lo, Job was not there. His children were not there. The only person that was paid was Job, because the sacrifice and the engagement he has been making in the spirit all this while have to be there to speak for him. That was why his life was paid. Isaiah 59 verse 19 said that when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord will do what? Lift up a standard against them. So in the absence of Job, he had enough in his spiritual balance that was able to speak, to lift up a standard on his behalf. Job was not there, but when heaven checked his spiritual balance, he had enough, because he had been in a personal engagement over the years. But when heaven checked in the spiritual balance of the children, they didn't have enough, because it was from their father's balance that they have been benefiting. So the person that was saved was the owner of the account. All other ones that didn't have account, all of them were wasted. In fact, when the devil began to execute his wrath, it was with the children that he started. He lashed on them all and destroyed them. Destroyed every one of them, not leaving anyone behind. But for Job, something was still speaking for him because of his engagement over the years.